What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Friday, June 23rd, 2023. I'm your host, Joe from the Buckeye Cast, bringing it to you. Hey, I've had some people ask me recently, how can I support the show, Joe? I want to do more for you. We appreciate all the content you crank out on a daily basis. What can I do to help the show? Well, funny you should ask. I would recommend you join the TBC Friends community because A, you get a free shirt from the buckeyecast.com. Dozens and dozens of designs there for you to choose from, or a hat. You can choose a hat. You get that free just for joining. Now you get daily recruiting info that you're not going to get anywhere else, not for free anyways. So join the TBC community. It's $5.99 a month. So check it out. It's a useful resource if you really are into recruiting. We've got highlight videos there of 2024 and 2025 guys. I'm constantly adding things. We've got videos from the camps, from the Elite 11, from the OT7 out in LA last week. So check it out. And that's how you can support us. You can also do a super thanks or a super chat if you're watching the live show. So those really help. Everything goes right back into the show to buy better equipment or some equipment or pay for hosting fees, server fees, all that shit. You know, that shit costs money. But thank you for asking. On with the show. All right. Sun's coming out. Been raining all day. All right, here we go. So we had the final day of recruiting camps this week, and we had the Ohio State 7-on-7 camp. Let's do a quick little recap. First, I do want to remind you guys that if you haven't heard yet, it's been about a week, but defensive end Elias Rudolph from Cincinnati/Deerfield Beach, Florida, not sure where he's going to school, canceled his official visit to Ohio State, has multiple crystal balls in for Michigan, so he'll be going up I-75 north. Way north. All right. Now, Ohio State's fine. It's not a big deal. Losing Rudolph, not a big loss. But we do need to land Dylan Stewart, Edric Houston, and Marquise Lightfoot. We're in. Got crystal balls for Houston and Lightfoot. I feel good about those two. Dylan Stewart is the outlier from D.C. Got to get him. All right. So let's move on to wide receivers. Elijah Moore, also from the Maryland, D.C. area, DMV, as they call it. He's got a decision coming soon. He was at the OT7 last week. He said that in an interview, I'm passionate about the receiver game, and Coach Hartline is passionate about the receiver game. That's the best of the best, and I want to be the best and surround myself with the best. He also said that the development is key, and that's something they focus on. That's why I want to be developed so I can be ready for the next level. Not hiding where his goals are, and he shouldn't. It feels like it'd be a major shock if the Buckeyes don't get this one. Something would have to happen in the next couple of days, but he does have Florida State and Maryland as the other contenders. I don't know why. He's visiting FSU this weekend, and I expect commitment coming early next month. So I'm talking within 2 weeks. So expect it to be a Buckeye for Elijah Moore. He'll be probably the fourth receiver in this class. All right. Excuse me, miss. Tavian St. Clair, the 2025 Ohio quarterback, skyrocketing up all of the recruiting rankings on every site. He's going to be a 5-star before his senior year for sure. He showed up to camp this week to work with Corey Dennis some more. Wednesday, he came back for the 7-on-7 tournament with his high school team. The relationship between the Buckeyes and St. Clair is growing very quickly, but it's really strong already. He's made 3 trips to Columbus in over 6 days. Now he just lives up in Bellefontaine, not to be confused with Bellefontaine or Harry Belafonte. Bellefontaine. get it. So camping with the Buckeyes has really helped him, work on his fundamentals and things like that, and growing as a young quarterback. But when asked if he has a time frame for his decision, he says, "I think it will be soon." So, right there, that tells me that he wants to jump in, grab that Buckeye offer, make it a commitment before Ryan Montgomery or Bryce Underwood would leap at it and take it first. So he wants to grab that and cock block everybody else. So I get it, and smart. That's where he wants to be, and he's traveled around the country this summer, so he's seen a lot of campuses. But best of luck to him. Next up, let's talk the number one cornerback in the country in 2025. His name's Devin Sanchez. Camped on Tuesday. Number 6 player in the class from North Shore High School in Houston, 6'2", 170. Holy crap. As a sophomore / going into his junior year, got the length. He's got the length. I said it right that time for you. Footwork, recovery speed, plays physical. Tim Walton worked him out one-on-one for a long time on Tuesday. Buckeyes are feeling good about their chances right now, but it's still very, very early on. There will be a push from Texas A&M, LSU, Alabama, Oklahoma, and of course Texas, the in-state schools. Buckeyes have a history of success with Texas guys, though. Don't forget, we've yanked a few quality players out of there, even on the defensive side of the ball. Sanchez said that it was fun to camp at OSU. He said, "I wanted to get back down here for my second visit and work with Coach Walton and Coach Eliano. I learned some new stuff from Coach Walton, and I'm going to use that in my game this coming season in the fall." Sanchez said about Walton's advice. He told me to stay low on my brakes and drive on my brakes and get faster. Also, keep my shoulders turned so I can come back to the ball on comeback routes and stuff like that. It wasn't too much on press work. It was more of a lot of me playing off coverage and getting better at that. Devin says that he talks with Walton about 2 or 3 times per week on average. And after picking up the OSU offer recently, he said it was a blessing, just learning about Coach Walton and Coach Eliano and the guys they put out and coach. That's big time. That Ohio State, wouldn't say it's one of my dream schools, but it's a school I could see myself at. It's confusing when kids say that stuff, that last part. I wouldn't say it's one of my dream schools, but it's a school I could see myself at. That's fucking confusing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does that make sense to you? I know, 16 years old. Anyway, he also spent a few minutes talking to Brian Hartline. Sanchez said that, quote, his thing is, if you want to come here, you're going to go against the top guys. That's what I talked about with Coach Walton. Every receiver they got is NFL ready. You're going to get that every day in practice, and then you're going to get to the league. It's like you're already here because you went against it every day in practice. You're going to go out and get reps against top guys like Marvin Harrison, number 1 receiver in college football. It speaks for itself. So good perspective, and it's a smart kid. Makes sense. Yeah. All right, let's talk Michigan O lineman, a 4-star Avery Gatch in the 25 class. Camped with Justin Fry this week, 6'5", 275, number 18 tackle in the class right now. His dad said they really wanted a chance to work with Coach Fry one-on-one. And Gatch was dominant in his drill work most of the day. He hasn't done any of the regional recruiting events yet. So getting thrown into the fire in one-on-one drills against DNs can be a challenge, right? But he did pretty well, held up. He's got 25 offers already. You got Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame, Michigan State are the real contenders right now. Obviously, regional, in the Midwest. But Justin Fry has shown Gatch that he's a priority to the Buckeyes. He also visited back in April for the spring game, and he's absolutely Ohio State's one of the teams to watch in this recruitment going forward. So let's finish up here. We've got a new offer for a 2025 edge rusher, Chris Burgess. got an offer this week, 6'4", 230 from Simeon High School in Chicago. Right now, he's the 22nd ranked edge rusher in the 25 class, but he has 30 Division I offers. Camped a year ago in Columbus and got Larry Johnson's attention then. But this year, he's bigger, stronger, and faster. So definitely getting more of Larry Johnson's attention, right? So we'll see how things go in his recruitment. A couple other little tidbits here. 2025 tight ends. You got Tennessee tight end Eli Owens. He's a 4-star, 6'2", 226. And then you got Ohio tight end Luca Gilbert, 4-star, 6'7", 233. Wow. Ohio State offered both of them in March. Owens at camp this week made an impressive one-handed catch in one-on-one drills. But these guys are very different. So you could see Ohio State taking both of them in another 2 tight end class in 2025. They get the 6'7", 233 guy, probably more of the pass receiving type. And then you got Eli Owens, probably going to be more of a blocker at 6'2", you throw some weight on him, get him up to 250, 260 or whatever. But one more note, Tony Alford's son, Braden Alford, was one of the fastest players in attendance on Tuesday. He's a 2025 running back. I think he's a running back. Yeah. But he's a legit Division I football player, at least a MAC level. We'll see how he develops over his next couple of years in high school, but he is a Division I football player. So that's all I got for you for the recruiting updates today, but keep it locked in here. Watch for some booms. I think they're coming. Hopefully this weekend, if they haven't come yet, but watch here. Hit subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.